Hi guys! Happy Wednesday. It is time for me to have a coffee. I just had my lunch and I always feel like something after I have my lunch. I usually really like spicy stuff, so my mouth is usually kind of on fire after I have lunch, and I always want to have something kind of sweet or something. So I often have a coffee. You know, if you follow my page, I love coffee and I love wine, right? So I often during the week, I don't turn to wine, I turn to coffee. And I'll often have one coffee in the afternoon, especially if it's my day at home where I'm working away on my computer. For some reason, that kind of gives me a little wake up call. As you can see, I'm at home, I'm still in my workout gear, I haven't even showered yet. The life of a person that works at home on the computer, right? I will have a shower eventually, I promise. So, anyways, one of the coaches on my team is always talking about adding coconut oil to her coffee. And I actually like coffee black, but I know that a lot of people in my groups, they love coffee, but they love coffee with cream, or they love coffee with those flavored creamers, which I used to use all the time years ago, so no judging on that. I used to love that kind of stuff. And I still always turn to flavored coffee. Like, I'll get French vanilla coffee or whatever, a flavored coffee. I used to drink that French vanilla cappuccino stuff from Tim Hortons. My God, I loved that stuff, but wow, the calories in that is just not worth it, right? I would way rather have calories racked up in red wine than coffee. So I do, though, really want to try adding some coconut oil to my coffee because Megan raves about it. And I was thinking this afternoon would be a perfect time to try it and just see how it tasted. It might just give it something a little bit more for an afternoon treat. So if you're doing the 21-day fix, you know that you're allowed some teaspoons in the program, and coconut oil would fall under one of those teaspoons. So for all of you sort of die-hard coffee drinkers with cream and sugar, we don't want to put that stuff in our coffees, right? So we want to find something that you can still enjoy your coffee, but you're not going to have all those extra added calories. So I wanted to try this for you and give you this recipe and see how we like it. So you can see this is just my Costco brand coconut oil. Mine has kind of all turned to liquid because it's really hot in this kitchen. So I am just going to take 1 teaspoon of that. I have a fresh coffee brewed here. It's still hot. I just brewed it, and it's in my Magic Bullet. And I do think that Megan sometimes uses a couple teaspoons. I guess you just have to kind of figure that out on your own. And that's it. You're just going to put that into your blender, whatever you have. And this is going to get loud for a second. Sorry, I'm going to shake it a little bit. And there we go. So what you're supposed to end up with is something that tastes much like a latte or some of those fancy coffees. It's going to give your coffee a little bit of flavor for the people that don't want to drink things black, right? So without adding those extra bad calories, sugar and whatever, you're going to get something that gives you a little bit of flavor. So as you can see, it's got a little bit of froth going on there, and I'm just going to add that to my mug, and I'm going to enjoy that this afternoon while I'm working away on my computer. I'm just going to take a little taste here. Yeah. So it gives it a little bit of flavor for sure, and it's like a really smooth latte-like flavor. That's pretty good. I'm going to do that maybe every afternoon. I just wanted to give you some other tips. If you want, this might take, if you're used to using a ton of those artificial creamers and peppermint mocha and whatever you put into your coffees, this is probably going to take a little bit of time to get used to as well. So some other things that you can add to your coffee, especially for my fixers, lots of you are watching, a tiny drizzle of maple syrup is going to give you a little bit of sweetness to your coffee. Any type of spices you can add to your coffee. I will often add cinnamon to my coffee. Actually, I think I'm going to do that right now. Just add a little bit of cinnamon to give it a little bit of, you guys know I love cinnamon. Pumpkin pie spice, nutmeg. There's tons of different ones that you could use. And I've talked about these before. I get these stevia drops at the nutrition house in Masonville, like I'm in London, but anywhere, any nutrition store or even fitness store like Spartan or good GNC sometimes has these. So these are stevia drops, and this one is cinnamon vanilla, and this one's French vanilla. Now, I use these in a lot of things. I will use these a lot in my Greek yogurt. I'll put them in my shakes sometimes, whatever. So you could add these too to your coffee to give it a little bit of flavor. Anyways, I'm going to get back to work. And this is going to be a lot easier with my afternoon coffee to enjoy. And this is a really good trick if you're having trouble figuring out how you're going to keep coffee into your day every single day without adding all those extra calories that, you know, Coffee Mate and Coffee Mate maybe doesn't add extra calories, but we know there's a ton of stuff in there that we shouldn't be having. But those flavored creamers that everybody's on to, or those French vanilla latte cappuccino extravaganzas that you can get at Starbucks or Tim Hortons or wherever. This you can make at home and know that you're making a healthier choice. Have a great day. Happy Wednesday.